What is going on, everyone? The Real Shot 256 with an impromptu video here. Um, I don't usually do this, but today I'm off from my 8 to 5, so I actually get a chance to bring you an early video. And today, right now, I actually just want to bring you some technical analysis on the latest movements in Bitcoin and the crypto markets. We've seen Bitcoin do this here in the last couple of hours. I've got the 4 hour candle, and we've seen Bitcoin just kind of act very wildly and both up and down. A lot of volatility today, but not a decisive move either way. So again, just want to bring you some technical analysis. Not really going to talk about much news except for EOS. That we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But it looks like Coinbase is adding EOS to their platform. So we'll take a look at that too. This was from yesterday. If you did look at my video yesterday, last night, go ahead and go to my Twitter profile because I actually I made a mistake with the volume in the recording, and I couldn't show you guys or let you guys hear what Tim Draper had to say about Bitcoin last night. So if you want to go to my Twitter, the Real Shot 256, it's right on there. You guys can listen to that if you want to. He said some really interesting stuff about Bitcoin and being its own market. So definitely go check it out if you feel like it. Just going to take a real quick measure of the market. We're at 279 billion market cap, 87 20. Or actually, let's wait for this to reload. Sorry about that, guys. 274.93. So the volume actually went up from last night, as you can see when I refreshed it just now on screen. And also dominance is up quite. I mean, just a tiny bit, but still a bullish sign on Bitcoin. Still a pretty good thing when we see the Bitcoin dominance go up. So yeah. So earlier on today, looking at the 4 hour, we see Bitcoin actually jumping out of this triangle formation to the upside as it has been, these last few times here. Here's another um, triangle here, another one over here, always breaking to the upside. And when I first saw it, I was like, man, I mean, it's just continuing on. This is so easy. It's pretty cool. Like you can call it and you get them 100% of the time. But then it was followed by a bearish engulfing candle here. I mean, just taking everything back and setting almost a new 24-hour low to about 85.26, 85.30 range. So just something to be careful with. I don't think this is the time to do the pullback, the actual retracement. I don't think so. It's just the market being the market, and a lot of algorithmic trading. Although it does kind of plant a seed in my mind that this is not this is not usual, right? And especially in this run since the beginning of April, we haven't really seen this sort of price action where we get a immediately after one of these big green candles, we see a bearish engulfing candle bringing everything back down and testing some lower support lines here. Um, although I'm only saying that it's planting a seed of, hey, just a sort of a orange flag, not really a full-fledged red flag, but more of an orange cautionary flag. Like, we I think I'm gonna have to really pay close attention today to see, if Bitcoin does decide to take a dump. But I mean, I doubt it. The this line of support here, really respecting that. I think we're at the 100 simple here, and just respecting that here and buying it back up and into that same triangle formation, right? It's still, kind of respecting that formation here. So that's on the 4 hour. If we get a little more granular on this thing, we can see that, it's trying to make its way back up in here. On the 1 hour, everything looks very consolidated. It looks like consolidation again, just continuation. Um, if we ignore if we ignore this, just more continuation, more consolidation here, um, and not much going on there except we just have to again just pay attention and see where it's going to go. Not ready to call any moves either way. Not ready to get long or short. This for me is more of a no trade zone until we figure out what we're going to do. But no clear indication. Um, in the short time, though, I am leaning a little bit bearish. Again, short term, just because of this bearish engulfing candle here, taking us back down to retest these 80 low $8,600 range, down to the $8,500 range. Again, some buying pressure down here, bringing it up, just kind of into the average prices in the $8,600 range. But we're still. I think we're doing a retest of these support areas here. So not ready to get long, not ready to get short on it. Um, I did like you guys, like I mentioned last night. One new thing to report would be that I actually placed a buy order on XRP last night as I was finishing after I finished my last video last night, and put in a sell or a buy order for XRP. And it actually triggered off of this sell off here. So I did enter my position at a place where I felt pretty comfortable doing so, around the 4,300 or 43 cents area. I had another one at around 42.90, but that one did not trigger. But I'm happy with at least entering one of my positions into XRP. And look at this, it's been again also kind of showing the same signs as Bitcoin. A lot of buying pressure down here and taking us back up. So pretty happy with that, especially after on the daily we can take a look. We did get that golden cross yesterday, and we should be. It's right here, guys. Let me highlight it for you guys so you can see it. Um, so right here, you guys, right there. Okay, so we did get the golden cross. I'm definitely feeling bullish on XRP in the medium time frame. I'm sorry. We'll take a look and see. Again, it's always dependent on what Bitcoin does, right? So I told you guys, and I've been telling you guys that if Bitcoin does decide to take a dump, then everything else is going to do the same. XRP will be no different. And if Bitcoin had not done this, my buy order very likely would not have hit. But because Bitcoin decided to do this, then now we see that this happened, right? It triggered my buy order, so pretty happy about that. Was not that was to me that was not in the books. To me, that triangle formation was going to break out into the upside and then get some continuation and get another maybe I don't know, another at least 8 to 10% move. And I thought it was actually going to finish it. It came really darn close. I've actually set these support and resistance lines along with this um, pitchfork, um, and we can see again Bitcoin has been trading within that channel. It's kind of been respecting it. No difference here. It hasn't breached that formation. It's still on the up and up, even though we did see that nice little sell off there, but not ready to call it a full-on retracement yet. We're looking at the daily. Again, it tried for that measured move for that target area. I mean, it just touched it and came back down. Didn't like Bitcoin didn't like it up there. Didn't feel comfortable. So we had that massive sell-off ending where it's at. But overall, we're going to close the screen daily candle here at 5 p.m. Pacific time or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll see where it goes. Right now, it's still a green candle, even though we just had that sell off. I mean, it did dip down into the red sell area, but we turned it back around. So we'll see. We still have plenty of time. We still have about 5 hours before this daily candle actually closes. So we'll see where it closes. If it stays above the 8,700, 8,750, then I'm definitely feeling bullish. And I think again we're going to take another stab at this red line here and this pitchfork. We're definitely gonna. It has to finish the move, in my opinion. It has to finish the move, and then from there, if we do see some tailing of 20 or tailing of trading volume, then it becomes more likely that we're going to see that eventual pullback into this golden pocket area here, which would be about a 35 to 40% retracement, and then that'll be definitely buying back time. But taking a look at XRP, yeah, definitely bullish. I mean, look at this green candle here. Uh, I think just XRP was actually on projected to make a nice run up and form a local high, but then Bitcoin decided to do what it's doing, so it kind of stifled it, and now we see XRP coming back down to the 44-cent range. But overall, I think again in the medium time frame, I think we're going to see XRP Ripple take another stab to this area here, and probably keep it this time, and maybe grind it out a little bit, and then keep going. As long as again Bitcoin doesn't rain on the parade, we can definitely count on some upward momentum, and you know XRP maybe going up to test the 50-cent range. All right. So the other thing I want to talk to you guys about is EOS. And Coinbase tweeted earlier that their wallet was open for trading. So you can start to make deposits, and you can see the news probably. Well, this is a daily. I'm not going to say that somebody found out. Someone had insider information, because this also coincides with Bitcoin's move back here, and it's just Bitcoin creating the momentum upward for every altcoin as well. So we just heard about this today, but then again, Bitcoin stifling everybody's moves, every altcoin. Um, Another thing, we did get a golden cross back here with EOS as well. But then with the news of Coinbase, I think we definitely have good upside potential given these two factors, right? I mean, this happened back in April, and I mean, we've seen EOS, kind of come back with the rest of the market and set some a new high, or local high for the time being in the medium time frame. And I think with this news, we should see. We should. I mean, we're definitely not seeing the big pumps like we used to whenever Coinbase was listing new coins, new projects. But we nonetheless should see a nice little pump after that. I again, Bitcoin raining on the parade and not letting EOS have a full run. But I think in the medium time frame we should see some more upward momentum on EOS. I mean, look at this. Look at this right here, and just respecting the 100 simple here and buying back up. um, so so yeah, I think we're definitely going to see some upward momentum on EOS, continuation of that movement upwards for the next, I don't know, for the next week or two, and then we'll reassess from there. But I do think the next move. Let's go back into the daily here, and even on Poloniex, this is a new high on Poloniex. Um, so I do see it retesting this area here, which it actually it kind of already did. But I do see here, I do see EOS retesting this area here. In fact, let's put in a support line there. Here. right there, coinciding with the simple 20 with the 21 EMA acting as support there as well. So this will be a nice little bounce back area if it does come back all the way down. But and then we can definitely say that EOS is gonna make another move up, and from here and into higher territory, right? So this is kind of how I see it. Always depending on what Bitcoin does. Yeah, sorry guys, I know I sound like a broken record, but that is absolutely 100% correct and accurate. Been proven every time. So here you go. Then let's take a look at other projects here and see what they're doing. Litecoin, always good to look at Litecoin. Just kind of take a look at what it's doing. Looking pretty strong actually. I mean, yeah, some wicks to the downside, but looking very very strong where it's at. Looking very bullish. In fact, let's look at Litecoin over here. I just have my my ribbon of moving averages that I really like, that I cannot get on um, on Binance. So it just gives me a better perspective on what's going on. Yeah, I mean, definitely looking very, very strong. The EMA ribbon here trying to catch up to price action with Litecoin. Just looking absolutely I mean, just beautiful. Very beautiful looking chart here. Very bullish. And since the beginning of the year, actually, Litecoin has actually been the influencer uh, of all of our crypto market, and just being the motivator for even Bitcoin as well. So definitely looking bullish. It would have been nice to have placed a buy order down here, because I mean it did get bought up really really quick, and just I think I think it's even looking stronger than Bitcoin here, Litecoin is, and so definitely a safe place to put your bets on, more so than Bitcoin right now, in my opinion. Don't have to follow my advice, but that's kind of just my opinion. I actually don't have anything on Litecoin. I actually exited my position a while before. Actually, when we got to the $100 mark, I traded out of it, made some nice gains, and then just made other moves. So I should have kept, bad on me. I should have kept my money on Litecoin, maybe a premature capitulation move, but overall, again, hopefully you guys didn't do what I did. Again, that's why you shouldn't follow my advice. You shouldn't follow my opinion. But it may not be a bad idea to re-enter into Litecoin for the mid time frame, and until again Bitcoin decides to figure out when the pullback will be set. Um, let's take a look at another coin here. What's another good one? Take a look at BSV after that after that massive run. Well, let's look at Bittrex actually and take a look. I mean, just massive pump over the last 24 hours. Is this even right? I'm not sure. I thought I saw a bigger pullback earlier. Let's take a look and see. Take a look at ESV, but not. Look at it versus the dollar. Um, this might be. Oh, yeah, looking actually. Looking. Oh wow! Look at this, guys. And just a huge, massive wick to the downside. Wow. I mean, it came back all the way down, and wow, set a new lower low, and then bought way back up again, and set a new higher high, historic high, if I'm not mistaken. No, actually no, but came pretty darn close to setting a new all-time higher high since its inception back in November, but it did not. So currently trading at 193. I mean, we did see it go all the way up to 254. Um, so I don't know, pretty dangerous stuff, guys. I don't know. I don't think I would want to touch it myself. Um, there are there are safer plays, better plays to make than certainly BSV right now. And overall, I mean, currently given back a lot of its previous pump money. So just be careful, guys. I mean, this is not natural. This isn't fundamentals at play. This isn't technical analysis at play. This is again based on that story that I did last night, based on some fake news that was distributed in China through WeChat. WeChat is China's favorite social platform or biggest social platform. It's sort of their Facebook, if you will. That's where people go to get their social media news or updates or whatever. And so there was a large campaign that went out through WeChat, and it reached a huge audience. And the news was supposedly Craig Wright had signed and transferred a lot of Bitcoin from the original Satoshi wallet into Binance of all exchanges. We know that Binance was actually delisted BSV after those radical actions by Craig Wright and started, suing everybody that pretty much said that he's a fraud and he's not the actual creator of Bitcoin. So they Binance and a couple other big exchanges decided to delist BSV, but nonetheless, the news came out in China and they started buying this thing like it was going out of style. And this is what happens, guys. This is not, again, fundamentals at play. This is not um, you know just a regular healthy price action we're seeing here. So I'm staying away from it. I can't trade it anyways because Binance is where I trade, and I can't trade it there. So again, probably a good thing. Let's take a look at maybe another coin. I'll do maybe a couple more and then I'll head out. Actually, let's look at um, here. Look at Ethereum. It's already looking pretty weak. Um, so let's take a look and see what it's doing. Definitely out of the top 10, Ethereum is one of those really volatile. I mean, it it takes the it takes corrections very heavily, and it also on any particular bull run, it also it's very exaggerated with its run either way. So very very volatile. I think if you're doing long, if you're longing or shorting, this is definitely a good coin to do it on. If you are just planning on buying dips and selling highs, it's also a great coin to do it on because again, very volatile. Look at that. Again, just kind of following along what Bitcoin is doing, but I think on a larger scale, coming back down, actually breaching the 100 simple, not really testing the 55. It got bought up right along this area here, which was previous support, and I mean just played it off perfectly right there, and just got bought. Or actually bought up a little bit. I mean, not entirely. Hasn't turned it around, but definitely looking not too bad. I mean, right now it's sitting right along the 21 EMA, so not a bad thing to do actually. But I am, like I said on Bitcoin, I am in the shorter term. I am going to be weary of where Bitcoin goes. I just feel like that price action, um, does not give me the warm and fuzzies, if you will. I don't think. it's ready to make another move up just yet. I think we might just have to do a little bit more consolidating here and then try it again. So this could actually take us into next week. We might see just again more consolidation, more continuation of the same, and then again maybe Sunday when China wakes up, Sunday afternoon we might see some price action, or if not, maybe Monday or Tuesday next week. I don't see any other moves prior to that. So overall, it's kind of been a boring week in the crypto markets. Aside from this little price action here that didn't last very long. Um, so let's see one last coin and then we'll wrap it up here, guys. Let's take a look. Actually, no, let's go back to coin market cap. Let's look at Binance coin. Binance coin, BNB, and yeah, I mean, just kind of doing the same thing that everybody's doing, respecting the 55. So overall, pretty good. I do want to see it bring. I do want to see the price action come back up above the 21 to stay completely bullish on that. Right, the yellow 21 exponential. If not, I think it could try to make lower lows. Um, but overall, just kind of respecting this area here as previous support. Again, we're gonna set this here so everybody can see it. Kind of where it's at right now, actually. It's definitely playing along that support line. But I do want to see it come back up to the 21 and stay above it if we want to make any bullish assumptions. Right now, I'm staying neutral on it. Just taking a look at this chart. The 4-hour stochastic is looking very bearish at the moment. So I mean, not looking to make any moves right now. In fact, I would wait until maybe we reach the oversold zone here on the stochastic, and then think about reassessing and maybe making a move into Binance. I don't actually hold any Binance, full disclosure, any BNB. But if I did want to enter a position, I'm going to wait for this whole thing to play out and see where the stochastic is. If it gets into that oversold area, then we might consider that, but not making any moves as of right now. Let's just take a look at the hourly real quick, just to get a little granular and see what BNB is doing. Yeah, see, it's looking pretty weak. I think it's going to want to test these lower areas again. Probably test this right here, which would put us at 32.09, $32 basically. If it breaches that, then I'm going to place a support line here for you guys to take a look. And if you are liking this video, guys, definitely give us a like and share or comment down below. Let us know what you think. Oh, what the heck? Let's try again. Through our horizontal line and right around this area here. So right around the $32 range, I think it's going to test that. It's definitely looking like it wants to come back down some more and retest this area. If we breach that area, then we're looking at the 377 and the purple 200 down here. So let's see. Now this would be the next. Actually, this would be the next area of support here at 31, and then after that, we'll come back down and retest the 200 and the 377. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now, guys. I'm staying neutral. I'm staying very aware of what the market is going to do, mainly on Bitcoin again and Litecoin. If just watching those two very closely, see what those guys are going to do. Just kind of pay attention and see if they either decide to make another move to the downside, or if they do decide to break out to the upside, and Bitcoin does decide to finish this move here, and then we'll reassess from there. All right, guys. Like I said, if you did like the content, if you did like the video, definitely let us know down below in the comments. Hope you are enjoying the content. I did enjoy bringing you this impromptu video in the middle of a day, weekday. So I'll try to make another video maybe tomorrow night, just kind of see where things are. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Definitely follow us on Twitter at the Real Shaw 256 and on Instagram at the Real Shaw 256 as well. Hope to see you guys there. Definitely give me a shout out if you do. All right, guys. See you on the next one. Thanks a lot.